There is a story that I think anyone interested in human knowledge and seeking happiness ought to know. It comes in many forms. Here is one version expressed as a joke. One night, a policeman found a man searching for his keys under a street light. He joined to help, only to realize after hours of searching that the man had lost his keys in the park. "Then why are you searching here?" asked the policeman. "Because this is where the light is," replied the man. Let's face it, we have all done it. In fact, we do it more often than we would like to admit. It's about searching for answers in the wrong place. We all tend to seek the truth where the process of seeking is easy, rather than where the truth is. It's about losing sight of the big picture, of what's really important, and focusing on the mundane or the trivial instead. This short story is symbolic. Everybody is looking for the key to happiness, the key to bliss, the key to good health, the key to financial freedom, the key to God, the key to peace, or whatever one may like to term a phrase. Yet most of us look for the key outside, thinking that much light seems outside. Very few actually look for the key within. The key was lost within and so has to be searched within. It is time to stop looking for answers to why you haven't created the life and the results you want. One of the biggest myths in our society today is that we assume that we are entitled to a great life, that somehow, somewhere, someone, certainly not us, is responsible for filling our lives with continual happiness, exciting careers, great family, blissful personal relationships, simply because we exist. But the real truth is, there is only one person responsible for the quality of life you live, and that person is you. If you want to be successful, you have to take 100% responsibility for everything that you experience in your life in terms of your health, wealth, relationship, fitness, feelings and emotions, etc. Yet most of us have been conditioned to blame something outside for the part of our life we don't like. We blame our parents, our bosses, our friends, our spouse, the weather, the politician, our astrological chart, anything we can pin the blame on. We never want to look at where the real problem is, that is ourselves. They say that if we keep doing the things that we always did, then we will keep on getting the things that we always got. So what did we get? Nothing great. Why? Because that's what we did, nothing special. If you keep doing the things that you always did, in the form of continuing the same behaviors and still expecting different results, it's ridiculous. The easiest, fastest and the best way to find out what is or isn't working are to pay attention to the results you are currently producing. You are either rich or not. You either command respect or not. You either maintain ideal body weight or not. You are either happy or not. Results never lie. Don't fool yourself. Be ruthlessly honest with yourself. Jack Canfield, the co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, in his book The Success Principle, states that there is only one person responsible for the quality of life you have, and that person is you. If you wish to be successful, you have to give up all excuses, all victim stories, all stories why you can't and why you haven't up until now. You need to give up to go up. He provides an empowering equation for work and life that I assure you will give you guaranteed results. And this equation is measured as E plus R is equal to O, where E stands for event, R is a response to the event, and O is outcome. So the basic idea is that every outcome we experience in our life, whether it is success or failure, whether we are rich or poor, health or illness, joy or happiness, it is the result of how you have responded to an earlier event or events in your life. If you don't like the outcome you are currently getting, there are just two basic choices you can make. You can either blame the event, like economy, your spouse, your friend, the weather, political situation, for your outcome, or change the response. I mean by thinking, your behavior or effort to the event, that's E, until you get the desired outcome, what's called as O. As I look around the world today, might take from the events that surround us in the form of COVID-19 pandemic and the resultant economic downturn, unemployment, trade war, etc. can fill our lives with anxiety, fear, uncertainty, self-doubt, depression, mental illness and anger. But how we react or rather respond to these events, either positive or negatively, will result in the outcome either desirable or undesirable. Humans find comfort and safety in the predictability of the daily routines. As our lives have changed dramatically overnight, many are struggling to find ways to deal with this new reality. Friends, reactions or rather responses in the form of R differ. While some react through non-reaction, they do nothing about it. There are others which are called as armchair analysts that suffer from paralysis of analysis, and yet others that react with such extreme fear, but a very few minority actually reflect, they relate to the event and reframe to what is happening around them. They have used the present event to grow stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, financially and spiritually. Remember, if you don't come out of this current event with a new skill, more knowledge or better health and fitness, be assured you never lack the time, you lack discipline. To summarize, the way you respond to the event will help you come out either bitter, better or brighter. Blame or claim, the choice is yours. Either blame the situation or claim your greatness. An extraordinary life is not something available only to a chosen few. You and I are destined for greatness. Choice by choice, step by step, small gains eventually yield giant results.